Northwest to world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from Miami. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Ready?
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Patriots take over. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he's plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Jalen Mills in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Ready, go.
Here's Tua. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Jones on the return. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd and 1, Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football and making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He was brought down by Nick Needham. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now Jones. Goes right back to Smith again. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up fourth down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Folks' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it was fourth down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket and move on.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ready, set. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Go. Now Tua. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 60 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. That'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Caught. It's Wilson. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Looking to throw. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And that is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Tua now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Okay, ready?
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Buying time to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Here we go.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. It is now 14-10. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10
at the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Take it in at the 3.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Running the counter with Mostert.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Ready.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Two are going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, here's Tua. On the move to his left. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ready.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
10 cycles. Row 52. Ball red. Ready.
Looking to pass. Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the 2nd half rolls along? Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call. but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They hand this off to Harris.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Jones on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That one good for 26 and a first down. On the give, this is Harris. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Jones throwing on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Looking for Tyquan Thornton on that one.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what do you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now Jones on 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Patriots. Jonnu Smith, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Dolphins 20. Nick Folk, the kickoff corner.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Jones has it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch out now, 50 Fury. Field, left.
Here's Tua. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Throwing Jones. He gets this to Thornton. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Tyquan Thornton really got the attention of the NFL when he appeared at the Combine and made a run at the Combine record in the 40 with a 4.28 time. The record at 4.22. He can flat out fly, but when you watch his tape, he also runs routes a lot better than he gets credit for. And with speed like that, he's always going to find a home on an NFL field, and that helps him secure a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Jones. He's got Smith here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll run with Montgomery. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That pass play good for... And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Folks, kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2 to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
This is Harris.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now a give, running left is Harris. He will push his way down to about the 14.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Pats, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1.